Asian Arena, and we are your shotcasters for tonight. My name is G10 coming at you, and with me is Aika.
Hi guys, so welcome back once again and good evening to everyone who is currently at the Pinoy Gaming Festival, and of course to everyone else na hashtag Team Bahay. And of course we'd like to thank Bacchus Energy Drink and Garena Esports for bringing us the Garena Pro Gaming Series. We are having the promotions and relegations, and we're heading into Game 2 in the matchup between Emperor Esports and Asian Arena.
Yeah, Emperor Esports did lose the first one, and if Asian Arena wins this next one, they will be taking their PGS spot.
Yes, because this is still a best-of-3 matchup with, of course, Emperor Esports on the side of having to catch up here.
Yeah,
and ACA just has to take one more win.
That was a very fast first ban phase. We see Morgana, Echo, and Zach banned here on the side of Asian Arena, and Ivern, Galio, and Karma banned here on the side of Emperor Esports. That's a Karma respect ban, I think, because they saw how well Echo did last game.
Echo had the highest damage dealt in Game 1. So
yeah, and he just Echo's shields were a really big factor into letting Zinavla just roll over Emperor Esports.
Yes, and because Asian Arena prioritized the support pick, in response, Emperor Esports is going to want to secure for themselves a really effective jungler, because in the previous game, Wami wasn't so was struggling with the Gragas pick. So definitely with this Graves, he's going to have more
effectiveness.
He's gonna be more of a threat, basically.
Yeah, there you go. And we're gonna see Wura once again on the Lulu. That's the second time already, and I think Moraita Boy also on the Zillion again. So ACA will be taking the same bot lane, I think.
Yes.
They are hovering on the Ashe right now, but I'm pretty confident that they will be taking the same bot lane because it was pretty effective in the last game.
Yeah, so Asian Arena will be forced to pick up the Gragas instead. And let's see what Emperor Esports has prepared in response. Neither team has selected their mid laner yet.
Yeah, and that is a big thing, and that will be the ADC. So bot and jungle secured for both teams here. Now they're going to be well, actually, a ban on Lee Sin on the side of Emperor Esports means that they think that this Gragas might be going top. Because you know, we've seen a lot of Gragases go top, and it's been pretty effective. I think we saw it in the GPL, and then a lot of mid lane bans, Talon, Ari, and Vlad, for both ACA and EMP, and that's the second ban phase. EMP getting, of course, the next pick after the second ban phase.
Yeah, so they actually lock in that Twitch.
Locking in that Darius, actually.
Yes.
Wow. So Asidia is actually gonna have to step up a lot here, but he will probably be against it.
That's interesting because Renekton wasn't banned out.
Yeah. So, well, to be fair, Renekton does fall off late game really hard. Wow, actually, I think it's going to be a Lulu mid while in Jan support.
And a Kennen top lane for the side of Asian Arena. And of course, is Syndra on the mid lane. Yeah,
Syndra versus Lulu. I don't think there will be any solo kills in this lane because once Eiko has his ultimate, Fate should also have his, and he'll be able to just wild growth and get out of any sticky situations.
Yeah, definitely that's going to have to be Fate's play in that mid lane, and then rely, on the other hand, on the team fights to be able to get some kills, as well as lend a lot of useful utility. And with that, Janna as well, it's really going overboard on the shields onto Jobim's Twitch. Well, they are running two marksmen.
Two marksmen in the...
So that's actually going to be very helpful for them on the other hand.
But on the other hand, you know, Emperor Esports top lane is a Darius. Against a Kennen, he's a very big disadvantage.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, so Asidia here is going to have to
So I wonder if this Darius pick was in response to the Gragas, assuming that's top, and they got outplayed as far as this pick and ban is concerned by Asian Arena. So again, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching the Game 2 of the Pro Gaming Series promotions and relegations. This is the matchup between Emperor Esports and Asian Arena. Again, this is Game 2 in a best of 3.
Yes, and once again, it is brought to you by Bacchus, Drive Your Energy, and Garena, connecting the dots.
Yes, so for this weekend, remember that we still have not only the promotions and relegations ongoing, we also have the Pinoy Gaming Festival, which is, of course, an awesome event. We had some of the, supposedly, this matchup was to be held there yesterday.
Yeah, but a bunch of technical problems prevented the...
Yeah, but this morning's matches were successfully played out there at the event this morning and tomorrow as well, so look forward to those if you do drop by at the event. And of course, months from now, after the summer split has concluded, we will have, as the summer split reaches its conclusion, we will have Rampage 2017. So guys, don't forget to secure all of your tickets right now before they run out, because you never know when they're going to run out at this point.
Yeah, in 2015, they ran out pretty quickly. Last year, the premium ones ran out relatively early, but then the rest of the tickets were pretty much available. But this year is pretty interesting because we don't have just 2 ticket tiers anymore.
Yeah, we have 3.
We have 3, so that's more value for you summoners. If you just want to go, if you want to experience it, then you can buy the cheapest one. But if you want all the goodies and a hoodie,
Goodies and a hoodie.
You'll get the premium one for 1,500 pesos. You can get it at Fort Legend Tower, Bonifacio Global City, Garena office at the 12th floor. But here we go.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now heading into Game 2 of this matchup between Emperor Esports versus Asian Arena. Both teams fighting for a slot in the top 8 for the summer split of the PGS.
Yes, ACA 1-0 here versus Emperor Esports. If they win this, they will be going on to the PGS.
And of course, we are your shoutcasters for this evening. I'm Aika, and with me here is G10.
Coming at ya.
On the blue side, let's run it down. For Asian Arena, we have Jason on that Kennen top lane, Zay Navla on that Gragas jungle, Aiko on that Syndrome mid, Paruru on the Ashe AD carry, and Moraita Boy on that Zillion support.
Yeah, you almost said AD scary, and I agree.
Scary.
Ashe is a very scary AD carry if she gets all that damage down. But in the red side, Asidia as Darius in the top lane, Wami as Graves in the jungle, Fade as Lulu in the mid lane, Joe Bim on that Twitch AD carry, and Wura as Janna in the support position.
Okay, so things are starting off a bit slow here. But again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to the PGS promotions and relegations for the summer split this 2017. Let us know in the comments and in chat which of the 2 teams you're currently rooting for to get into the top 8. Are you hashtag ACA win or are you hashtag EMP win?
Yeah, that's right. And you see here Asidia taking some poke from Jason before the laning phase even starts, because Kennen, he's a ranged champion versus Darius. It's a very big disadvantage on the side of Emperor Esports. And Moraita Boy with his Zillion once again landing those time bombs. Always, he's so on point with the time bombs, and they're already aggressing on this bot lane, and it is just the first wave coming in, and they're already really pushing, being very aggressive.
Yeah, in this bot lane matchup, it's going to be Asian Arena currently has the advantage simply because they play the same champs. So you know how you are when you play the same champs successively on consecutive games. You're gonna have the advantage in terms of comfort, but at the same time, we don't know. Maybe Jobim and Wura have actually been saving the Twitch and Janna pick for this kind of
situation.
Yeah, where they have to turn the tables onto Asian Arena.
The thing is, they really can't. Jobin here doesn't even feel safe to CS because Paruru and Moraita Boy are just being so incredibly aggressive this early in the lane. Usually this would warrant a gank, but Graves Wami has just done his blue. He didn't do the standard red small wolves blue and then gank, which would have been beneficial here because as you see, ACA's bot lane is incredibly pushed up. They're so aggressive that Wami would be very productive if he just kind of ganked there, and they didn't have any wards in the river yet.
Meanwhile, bot lane may be ripe for a gank here because Wami is nearby.
There he is.
Marita Boy and Paruru are pushed very, very far, and now they're hot on the heels of this bot lane duo from Asian Arena. Force a flash out from Paruru. No kills, but still
No kills,
valuable
but that was a good
summoner
flash.
spell.
That was a good flash burn
Yes.
by Wami, and that puts Jobim and Wara here in a better position than they were in originally, just because of the added pressure of having a summoner burnt. Here though, Zenavla looking to gank in the mid lane, and Fade is forced to burn that flash before anything even happens. Yeah, we do see Fade as kind of dominating Eco early on, but it's not really, you know, he's a Lulu. Lulu doesn't really, you don't pick Lulu for the damage.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and in the top lane, Jason has bullied ACA out of lane.
And you know, we're still in the early game. It's barely 5 minutes in, and it looks like Asian Arena, compared to their performance in Game 1, they're being a little bit more aggressive here. All of the 3 lanes, they've been consistently pushing really far, which is kind of the opportunity that presents itself for Wami on either of these 3 lanes. He can definitely come in for a gank, but we'll see if Emperor Esports is able to make the most of this.
Yeah, Emperor Esports just kind of just letting it happen here, because they really can't. Maybe they can do things, but they're not willing to risk anything by going for aggressive plays. Unlike ACA, who are just, you know, they're heaping on the action, and it's kind of paying off for them.
Yes, of course, because when you have this kind of more defensive utility on your team, you do want to make sure that your jungle is the one that sets up those fights, especially because he does have that Graves pick, which is going to be very instrumental in these early to mid game ganks.
Once again, ACA
essentially
here.
all the carries have to do is get their shields down and lay down the damage.
Yeah, ACA here, once again, going aggressive with that vision. We saw this in the last game where ACA was just laying down vision left and right. ACA, he did also do that little roam into the enemy jungle, just trying to get that ward in there. And, you know, that's the thing, I think, that that led Asian Arena to win that last game, is just a superb vision control.
Yes, and exactly that. Not only superb in terms of making sure they have a lot of wards down, but they are definitely more aggressive about it, putting them really deep, and as they work towards whatever advantages they can shore up. Although we see that Emperor Esports actually has some deep wards of their own.
Yeah, and those aren't easy wards. Again, those are hard wards. They're hard and deep wards.
There's a joke there somewhere, but again, we cannot go there.
We're not gonna go there, but in the bot lane, Emperor Esports just getting bullied here by Marita Boy and Paruru. Marita Boy carrying this lane because of all the time bombs that he's landed. He's really, really good on Zillion, I've seen.
Yeah, of course. In that previous game, we did see him get a lot of the kills, despite he's not gonna meekly accept his role as support. He's still gonna lay down a lot of damage, and
Zenavla being very aggressive here in the jungle, laying down all those wards. You see, this is where ACA has all their advantages, because they're able to get the upper hand in the vision war, and they're just able to be aggressive in the jungle, and they know where and when Emperor Esports are gonna be, so they can plan their tactics around it, and that's just really, really good by ACA.
Okay, and we now have some action brewing
they
here
have
in the
been
bot
spotted
lane,
out,
because Eiko and Zenavla are actually going around here from the back, but
is
because they were
7
spotted
Syndra.
out, the Emperor Esports trio here manages to stay back, but Fade, though, trying to respond from the side, could be in trouble, but Eiko and Zenavla decide against it.
Yeah, ACA here with a very, very aggressive playstyle. This would be, with other teams, this would be punished very hard, but I think Emperor Esports here just kind of wants to, take it slow, and, and just not give them all the kills that they did in the last game. Yeah.
Yep, and so far, though, in terms of farm, ACA is leading just a bit. The difference, clear difference there being their mid lane
And
and
the bot
their
lane.
bot lane.
Yeah, Peru right now is up 13 CS on Jobim, and that's because they've been always just pushing the lane out. Morita Boy has just been landing those time bombs left and right, and just there has been no time for Emperor Esports to actually be in the lane.
Yeah, and in terms of vision control, both teams are still pretty even at this point. Not a lot of things going on just yet for either team, actually.
Although ACA has accrued an almost 1,000 gold advantage without any kills or objectives going on yet. That's pretty good by ACA. That's just because of all the aggression that they're doing. I think Wabi should be stepping up here and responding to some of that.
Exactly. It has been almost 10 minutes of Asian Arena just consistently pushing out all of their lanes, and so far Wami not taking advantage of that. Instead, it seems like it's Asian Arena trying to bait out Emperor Esports despite knowing that their lanes are pushed out. So I'm kind of questioning the efficiency of Zainavla here. That's definitely not the best use of his time right now.
Yeah, but also the question of efficiency on Wami, but here we see a trade going on. Jason gonna be taken pretty low by Astadia. Oh, the flash and dunk!
Aggressive flash and the dunk barely gets him that kill. Jason
He will not get that kill.
And manages to stay alive. Not yet the first blood, ladies and gentlemen, but still, if you're on your toes, this is still the Pro Gaming Series promotions and relegations. For these two teams, it's game 2 with ACA already ahead by 1 game.
Yeah, and Emperor Esports, their bot lane turret is pretty low right now. If a big play were to happen and it came over in favor of ACA in the bot lane, then they could just easily take that first turret. And you know, the team with the first turret usually has a better chance of winning. I think it was a 70% chance if you got the first turret, I believe.
All right, and with that, again, ladies and gentlemen, these matches are brought to us by Bacchus Energy Drink and as well as Garena Esports. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of events as well happening. We currently have the Pinoy Gaming Festival at Trinoma, Quezon City, and as well as the Rampage 2017 coming up on July 30, 2017.
I think that Emperor Esports kind of had a misstep there where they saw Morita Boy left and they knew Paruru was alone in the bot lane, and they didn't aggress to do anything to take back the lane control, even though they knew that where Morita Boy was. And that's just another mistake by Emperor Esports here, and if they make too many of those, they might not be in the PGS anymore this split.
We have Aiko here going aggressive, uses his ghost to catch out Wami, and he's been pincered by Morita Boy
and go down yet.
But he manages to flash out of that and into safety, and for now, Emperor Esports has gotten themselves out of that pinch.
Yeah, that's 3 ultimates used by Emperor Esports for 2 of ACA. And Wami there was in a pretty bad spot. I'm not sure what he was doing there, considering that.
Vision.
Yeah, but considering that nowhere there was warded by Emperor Esports, so they had no idea who was there or what was gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. Emperor Esports kind of careless with placing down advanced wards before they move around trying to deny vision from the other team.
Yeah. Fate here, though, able to kind of trade with Aiko because he knows that Aiko doesn't have his ultimate just for now.
Yeah, whereas in comparison, Zainabla has already managed to put down a lot of aggressive wards here in the top jungle of Emperor Esports.
Yeah, and the scrying plant is going to be used by Aiko here to be denied. But wow, the bot lane turret, they're just going to be able to take it for free.
And they forced the flash out of Wura there. Wura getting spooked by those bombs.
Yeah, Wami not being very effective here. We saw him camping the bot lane a lot, but he wasn't really ganking. He was just kind of helping them out, trying not to get the turret to die. But now ACA has taken the first turret for free, and they will be able to rotate onto the dragon. And Wami nowhere near to stop this.
And
way
it's
off in the top lane.
Because while, alright, in the mid lane here, hold that thought because Fade has been captured there by Aiko. The stun managed to land there. Enchanted Crystal Arrow almost hit him. The ultimate popping off of Eiko there. Doesn't manage to finish the job, but forces Wild Growth out of that. Eiko
caught by the whirlwind.
Stay alive here now that Wami and Wura have responded, and
she did have the Zillion ult there. No first blood yet, but Wami finally doing something here.
Yes, some close calls here, and it's exactly that. I mean, props to Emperor Esports for doing their best to play safe and take this slow, but at the same time, they also have the right tools to actually take more risks than Asian Arena, given that they have that Lulu, they have that Janna, and of course, they have that Graves pick. But so far, they hadn't been fully utilizing that, and at the same time, a bit careless on their side when it came to vision control on this map, but
I also really
definitely good performance there in that trade.
Yeah, I also really don't like how the bot lane of Emperor Esports has been playing. They haven't really done anything. They just kind of took everything that Asian Arena just dished out. They just took it like and did nothing in return really. So even though Wami tried to camp them and try to help them out, nothing really happened still. So I don't know. Jobim and Wura, maybe it's nerves, but they're not really being very effective right now.
Okay,
so even like ACA's bot lane is now roaming up the top, and they will be swapping that lane because they did take the turret. That
this might actually be a good opportunity for Emperor Esports. They do have a lot of vision there. They already know that 3 people are in the top lane, and it's a question of how Fade is going to respond to this, because now he doesn't have vision on St. Navla. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Wami and Asedi are just getting sieged here by the bot lane duo of Asian Arena.
Yeah, and we do see that all 4 members of EMP are going to be going up to this top lane, but it's pretty worded, so ACA knows what's going on. Although, yeah, they'll just be able to run away from that. Paru does have the Enchanted Crystal Arrow just in case they really try to chase, but it's not going to happen.
Yes, they do manage to stall that one for now.
Yeah,
but
meanwhile, in the bot lane, Jason's just pushing it out because the bot lane is in top. And in the mid lane, wow, just Fade is not having good time. Gragas in the lane with the Syndra. Can't go anywhere near. Enchanted Crystal Arrow will land on the Jobim, and there's a double bomb stun.
And we have the ultimate as well onto Wura, keeping them as far away as possible from Jobim. But in the process, Wura gets taken down really low. He's still alive though. Meanwhile, here in the mid lane, Wild Growth has been forced out by Eiko onto Fade there. Aggressive flash into the turret by Jason and by St. Navla. And we finally have first blood by Eiko onto Wami there, but it is going to be a 1-4-1 with Jason as well going down. Are there going to be more kills?
Where was Asidia during that whole time? He was walking, but he was nowhere near, and then he teleported. That was just a very big misplay by Emperor Esports top lane there.
That's true, and there's still some trouble here in the top lane because we have Faith responding to them, but it seems that nothing more will be taken away. Instead, both teams are going to be trying for a turret take.
Well, ACA here has the advantage with their wave play right now, because they were just able to take down that wave no problems. And if Asidia here doesn't really have that much wave clear because he is a Darius without a Tiamat, so he's just going to be able to try to push that wave out, but Eiko will be there to catch it. And Emperor Esports looks like they've abandoned their bot lane. Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Emperor Esports. They're 2,000 gold down already, and it's only 1-1.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think it's as much as they've abandoned it, but they left both bot lane duos to duke it out in that top lane, with Jobim unable to avoid the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, and at least Wura was able to keep him alive, almost at the cost of his own life.
That was a very good monsoon, by the way. Wura just barely saving out Jobim.
Yes, exactly.
And here the supports.
And the same thing is happening again. They're just going back.
Oh, Morada has the flash though. Wow, that's a lot of damage from Fade.
But yeah, They did not expect Fade to be there, forcing a flash out of Moraita Boy, so this might actually slow down their top lane push. They have been consistently applying pressure to that, knowing that the Twitch and Janna duo kind of lose out to them so far.
Yeah, the Jobim here is just trying to play safe when he's Twitch, and I think that's the correct thing to do for now. But he really has to step up in the later team fights. He has to get the really good spray and praise down, because otherwise Emperor Esports will just get steamrolled by Eiko and Eiko, Zinavla, and Jason. They just that's a lot of wombo there.
Yeah, but I think that Jobim actually should try to take some risky things for now, especially if he knows that Fade is nearby. Of course, not without revealing that information at first. You know, try to trick ACA or bait them into a fight where he would be set up the best way possible with that Lulu and the utility coming in from the Janna. Meanwhile, in the bot lane we have Asedia and Jason.
Jason is going to be able to electricity dash away, but wow, Asadia actually gonna go for that in the bot lane.
Yeah.
And he will go down for that.
Because of the response of Eiko, he goes
Crystal
down.
Arrow.
Meanwhile, the arrow lands onto Wami. Doesn't prove to be very useful there. And now they've just decided to retaliate onto ACA, but because of the pokes, Wura is forced to back away.
Once again, Emperor Esports just not using the information to their advantage. They knew that there were two people in the bot lane. They should have been aggressing onto the rest of the members of ACA when they saw that Eiko was not anywhere near the top lane.
Yeah, it seems as though Emperor Esports here isn't clear as to what exactly they want to achieve. Do they want to force a fight? Do they want to get a pick off? Do they want that turret? Because with the way they're moving, it's almost as if they're going for a turret, but they know that at this point they lack the wave clear to do so, and because of that stubbornness, they've left their mid lane turret open for the taking for Eiko.
Yeah, just Emperor Esports kind of looking lost, and it's not even really that far into the game. It's only been 20 minutes, 2-2, and it's kind of been weird on the side of Emperor
and almost
Esports.
a 4K gold lead already for Asian Arena. No dragons taken yet, so that might actually decide.
Actually, the
where
Cloud
this
Dragon was
gold
taken by ACA earlier.
Oh yeah, actually, there's the tiny icon. But anyway, so the next dragon is going to still be a Cloud Drake. And Baron is live as well.
Yeah, Baron finally live. It's 20-minute mark. Looks like ACA will be going for the dragon. Once again, Wami in the wrong place at the wrong time. He's not going to be able to do anything here. And it doesn't look like Emperor Esports actually want to contest it at all. They didn't even have vision. I don't think they know where any of ACA's members are.
Yeah, their vision and their wards on the side of the Asian Arena jungle is pretty weak, if not non-existent actually. And at this point, 2 Cloud Drakes already for ACA and a lot of yummy gold. So they're only going to have better rotations, especially when they're trying to divert attention from their attempts to take down this top lane turret.
Yeah, and Emperor Esports, it kind of looks like they're just kind of rolling over for now, because there's really nothing that they're actually doing against ACA. They're just trying to farm up, trying to get to a point where they're relevant and they can take a fight against ACA. But if they don't actually try to make anything happen, then ACA does have the tools to just steamroll over them in later team fights with Slicing Maelstrom and Explosive Cask.
Okay, we have some pinks here coming out to deny vision, but
and
again,
Crystal Arrow.
The arrows have been on point. It lands on Asedia, and all of that pain. Is he going to be able to take it?
Oh,
and with a wild growth
Paruru
onto him, he proves to be a bit of a threat there. Wami as well has decided to back them up, but with 4 people, it might be too much for them, and Asedia has already gone down, so they might have to back away from this. It's already 5 people from Asian Arena. They get that top turret, and Emperor Esports willingly gives it up. Emperor
Esports was very late to that fight. They saw that there were 4 members well, they thought that it was only 1 member that was pushing up top, but then you know, the rest of them weren't even there. Jobin was actually down in the bot lane.
And it's interesting that they initiated that fight from their end, probably because of the incomplete vision that they have, so they might have thought that there wasn't enough people to back him up, but
Wami
because of that, it cost them a lot.
low.
And now Wami
Wild
saved
growth.
by the wild growth,
Although
but now
Asedy's
Asedia
here.
is flanking onto Paruru there. They know that
Don't.
Paruru is one of the biggest threats, and he takes him out, and now they're hot on the heels of Aiko. Aiko does have blue buff, but he is just going to try and kite them at this point, knowing
Aiko's
that
just able to run away
they
there.
cannot take this fight much longer.
Small misplay there by Asian Arena, just overstayed their welcome a little bit. But what they got out for that, you see Moraita Boy pushing here in the mid lane. The ACA is still able to make good rotations happen out of that player while Arena has to back.
That was actually really good by Asedia, prioritizing Paruru in that clash, knowing that his teammates were nearby to actually help him out with that and ensure that kill. And of course, Aiko was brought down really low in an effort to try and divert some of the aggro on him, but to no avail. So I believe that in order to slowly get back from this 4K deficit, Emperor Esports needs to not only try and make good plays around the objectives, but at the same time, have the if you can't extend your vision, at least take the fights where you know the lay of the land, where you have information that's clear to you.
That's what Emperor Esports has been lacking this game. They're just their vision game has been very, very poor as that we've seen. ACA has just been taking all of the advantages because of the good vision that they've been laying down in the river and in Emperor Esports jungle.
Oh
But
no, Aiko a little too ham here, goes hot onto Fade, but Aiko has been managed to be brought down low, but because of that stun, they managed to finish it off with Moraita Boy, securing that kill onto Fade, and Aiko manages to escape with his life.
Moraita Boy's ult there actually not needed because Aiko actually lived there.
Yeah, the second time now.
Yeah, that's you know, Moraita Boy doesn't have the chance to use his ultimates because people just don't die, except for Paruru in the top lane that one time.
Okay, and
Speaking
we
of
have Moraita Boy
Boy
here in trouble. He doesn't have his ultimate anymore. He was hooked in
flash.
by Asedia, and now is Emperor Esports going to have this fight on their terms? They decide against it. They do not have any form of vision around that area.
Man, I think what Emperor Esports lacks here is a way to catch people out. Because you see, maybe they could have picked someone like Nautilus in the top lane, you know, to go for those hooks for that depth charge.
Yes,
but instead they have Asedia here on the Darius. I'm thinking
that's
that Asedia
a really short
very short
engage
hook.
From Wami, from Asedia there, which is really, really lacking in comparison to the Enchanted Crystal Arrow and the stun of Aiko, not to mention the cast from Zainavla, and it doesn't even help that Paruru has just been so on point with his Enchanted Crystal Arrow.
Yeah, if we're looking at just ACA's team comp, they have stuns everywhere. Oh, but the flash from Asedia.
Exactly, but we have a displacement there from Zainavla, but it looks like ACA might actually be on the back foot here with a lot of damage coming in from Wami.
Yeah, Wami there just using his ult to stave off, to scare off ACA because they were being a little bit aggressive, but Aiko in the mid lane wasn't part of that fight. Yeah.
That could have really...
That could have gone worse, but it also could have gone better for Emperor Esports. They're just on the... They're just trying to not lose right now.
So that should have already given them a hint that one of the key players as far as the composition for the team fight to work for Asian Arena is to have Aiko there. So that is why vision control is extremely crucial, because you need to take those fights when you know you have the advantage, because again you have really good damage dealers here from Wami to Jovim to even Asedia, and you have really good utility, but you're not making the most of it because it's nothing when Aiko's there. But if you can make sure to take those fights where you're at the advantage, where you do have that difference, that huge difference in damage, then it could still be very good for Emperor Esports.
Yes, third Cloud Drake here going down for Asian Arena. They'll be very, very fast with their rotations.
For days.
Exactly. And with their vision, I won't be surprised if they're just all over the map doing everything while EMP just struggle to catch up.
That's true. This is only going to make it harder for Emperor Esports to fight for vision control on this map. And currently, it seems that Emperor Esports is making sure that Baron won't be taken anytime soon by ACA. They're taking out a lot of the previously placed wards, but I'm pretty sure since Asian Arena just came from home, they're going to be able to place down a lot of new wards right now, which is actually what Zainavla is up to, as well as denying the enemy their own.
Yeah, we see four control wards in the inventories of ACA. Meanwhile, for Emperor Esports, only 2 members have pink wards in their inventories. That speaks about red wards, control wards, control wards in their inventories. That speaks volumes about ACA's priorities on Vision. And EMP just they're not able to do
much.
much.
Fade almost caught out there by the stun, forced to flash out over that. That's a crucial summoner spell lost.
Yeah.
And maybe it
They
could
might get
open
Baron out
up
of
Baron for Asian Arena, or they could actually fade something out of this. But
They're gonna be doing it.
Jason is split pushing at the moment.
He does have teleport though, so if anything goes south, he has the option to teleport into one of their many wards. They're still on the Baron, although a couple of them are pretty low. ACA here with a teleport.
They're pushing them in from the side. For a moment there, Asian Arena wasn't sure how they were going to get away from that, but
Redemption.
now Asian Arena is re-engaging.
Oh, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow
onto Whammy there, and the explosive cast, so beautiful, displaces Whammy and Wura, and Asedia is now in the loving arms of Paruru for him to whittle down.
Whammy actually.
But expertly on the side, Whammy manages to take out Moraita Boy actually, and because of that, they manage to get some breathing space, but at the end of it, they still, Asian Arena manages 2 kills to 1 and go for this Baron.
Yeah, Emperor Esports there, they kind of made a misplay there where Wura used his ultimate, his Monsoon, just to keep Whammy alive after he got arrowed. But yeah, we'll see here in a minute. You see, he used the Monsoon immediately. He wasn't able to use it to displace any of ACA's members or reset the fight. And here, Whammy and Asedia are just stunned up by Zainavla here. And Wild Growth landing onto Asedia was negated by the Zanya of Eiko. And and here's a late teleport from Jason, going to be able to pick up that quick kill, and that will be Baron from that fight. There were a lot of things that Emperor Esports could have done there that would have resulted in a better turnout for them, but they didn't do any of them. It kind of seems like they're kind of confused as to what Asian Arena are doing. So they're just kind of rolling over.
Yes, and this turret is already at death's door. It's only a matter of a few moments before they take that down, and meanwhile Jason decides to split push here in the bot lane with that Baron buff. And because of all of that, Emperor Esports is now behind by 9,000 gold, and of course has no turrets taken. 5 meanwhile on the side of ACA, as well as 3 dragons. What is Emperor Esports going to do to get back?
Oh, Enchanted Crystal Arrow once again lands. Wura once again using his Monsoon just to heal. I don't think that's what you're supposed to be using it for, buddy. Yeah, because that is a very important cooldown for a team fight, because you usually use the Monsoon to reset or try to CC someone into
That's true, especially
team.
when Jason actually decides to go in. That would be one of the opportune moments for Wura to use that ultimate.
Exactly.
Because there is still the threat of ACA overcommitting and pushing past the turret, which they have to be ready for. Instead, Emperor Esports is looking super jittery, and for good reason. Also because of the large lead, they are getting pretty nervous.
Yeah, especially since ACA is very, very aggressive in these games, and just Jason with a split push. He's already level 17, the highest level in the game, along with Eiko. And there is nothing that Emperor Esports can do at this moment because of the Baron buff. They can't even stop the split push from Jason. He's just there, not respecting the fade.
Yes, and at this point they can't even get any pickoffs because they lack the necessary tools for engaging. And they kind of just have to wait for this, for the fight to come to them, and for them to make the most out of their utility. But there's the aggressive engage by Acedia, which is questionable since Wami is already really, really low.
Yeah, and none of his team was there to actually follow up that engage. So I kind of question what he was thinking there. Was he just trying to make a hero play to save the tower? But he will get stunned up here.
And he catches the enchanted crystal arrow, and we have all that damage going onto him. Wild Growth still to try and do something. Wami though taking in a lot of damage, and that's just going to be it for now, especially with their base now exposed on two fronts. Asian Arena knows they don't have to take this any longer because they are actually in the most comfortable position right now.
Yeah, and Emperor Esports here just looking dazed and confused. There's nothing they can do right now to get anyone actually from ACA because they lack the pick potential. They lack the CC to actually, to lock down someone from ACA, and that's just been their downfall because they can't finish off any of the kills without any of the CC. And not to mention, Hura has been using his monsoons just to heal people when they get arrowed. It's almost like it's a panic monsoon. But here we see the 4th dragon going to be taken by ACA,
yeah,
just
and it's
completely dominating the game.
Ocean Drake, and exactly that. I mean, Emperor Esports, I feel like forgot what was the whole point of their composition, especially with that Twitch pick. They haven't really given it any meaning so far. Supposedly, one of the few things that they can use is going to be that engage from Acedia, but it's not like Jobim has been using it right off the bat. And
Hey, getting very low.
Getting caught out, and Eiko just is on a killing spree. Wura is in trouble as well, but instead, because he flashes out the
Maelstrom in the back line.
Stun lands on Acedia instead. He does manage to pop off his monsoon when it mattered, but it's too late at this point because Asian Arena is too powerful already, and they've taken their 3rd inhibitor and are marching out onto these turrets.
Jobim gonna try to do something. Spray and play flash.
Up to here, he's trying to outplay them, but at this point, if he had enough items, he could have made something happen there, but now he's just gonna go down as well, follow his teammates to the grave. This looks like an ace,
and that's
and
the
it
ace.
is.
Congratulations, ACA Asian Arena, for making it into the PGS. And Emperor Esports sadly will not be in the next PGS split, but congratulations to Asian Arena, coming from the Piltover's finest, and now a PGS team.
Yes, but of course, well played as well to Emperor Esports.
Definitely.
Congratulations for completing a full split, and hopefully in the following splits to come, they will as well try to get back into the Pro Gaming Series. But for now, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into that for this matchup.
Yes.
Again, congratulations to Asian Arena. They will be advancing. So from their semi-pro status, they are now fully pro.
Yes, now they're ex-semi-pros. Because they're pros.
Okay, so let's just review that game a bit here.
Yeah, Wura wasn't using his monsoons very effectively, and as I said before, Emperor Esports had 0 catch potential, so there was really nothing they can do in fights where ACA had all that CC. When they had no tools to negate that CC other than the monsoon, but the monsoon was actually used so poorly most of the time. So ACA was just easily able to take out all the fights. Paruru, though, commendable with his on-point enchanted crystal arrows. I think he only missed like 2 or 3 this entire series.
Yeah, and it was those early game arrows too. So very instrumental definitely in those fights to get his team the advantage that slowly snowballed themselves to a 2-0 in this best of 3 against Emperor Esports. So mad props and congratulations. And there you go, Eiko
once again.
Stellar performance.
Yeah.
And this time a very huge difference compared to all the other players.
Exactly, almost twice as much as the next damage dealt. And once again, ACA, I just think they had much better teamwork. They knew exactly what their comp was, how it was going to work, how they were going to win. While Emperor Esports kind of just, I don't know what they were doing.
Was at a loss for most of it. Yeah, so very
it was weird.
unfortunate way to close off their run here in the Pro Gaming Series, but there's still more to come. We still have one more slot up for the taking tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
So catch that. If you guys want to watch the matches live on site, head on over to the Pinoy Gaming Festival at Trinoma, Quezon City.
Yes, and once again, you have been watching the PGS Promotions and Relegation Series sponsored by Bacchus, Drive Your Energy, and Garena. And we have been your shotcasters for this evening. My name is G10, coming right at you, and with me here is Aika, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, guys. Night. Re-engaging
the
Enchanted Crystal Arrow onto Whammy there, and the explosive cast. So beautiful, displaces Whammy and Wura, and Asedia is now in the loving arms of Paruru for him to whittle down.
Whammy actually.
But expertly on the side, Whammy manages to take out Moraita Boy right off the bat.
Getting very low.
Caught out, and Eiko just is on a killing spree. Wura is in trouble as well, but instead because he's flashing out, the
strong in the back line.
stun lands on Asedia instead. He does manage to pop off his Monsoon when it mattered, but it's too late at this point because Asian Arena is too powerful already. They've taken their third inhibitor and are marching out onto these turrets.
Jovin's gonna try to do something. Spray and play flash.
Up to here, he's trying to outplay them, but at this point, if he had enough items, he could have made something happen there, but now he's just gonna go down as well, follow his teammates to the grave. This looks like an ace, and it is.
Congratulations, ACA Asian Arena, for making it into the PGS. And Emperor Esports sadly will not be in the next PGS split, but congratulations to Asian Arena coming